This is a Brad Edwards book. His my goal was to make complete phrases, so play to the end of the phrase, have some shape with the phrases, and to do, which I didn't do as much, but some dynamic shaping. So those were my musical goals. Technically, it's almost the first time today where I've got the corners where I wanted them to be. I kept them in a little bit. And but you can, if I do a large leap, you'll see this change. And that's why I was interested in your comment on the air. When you saw this, that is when this collapses here. So I'm trying to keep that from doing that.
Okay, so this is a dangerous twist we'll take. So is there something about your playing that you're worried about, that it causes you to worry about your chops?
I hate it when the notes don't speak. So I feel like I overcompensate to make sure that I get where I'm going. What is causing me the most concern is lack of endurance and lack of range. You know,
Okay.
I top out at a B flat, and that's not good enough.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because I find when I think about my chops in a musical context, usually it's detrimental.
Yes.
You know.
I agree. Yeah.
And focusing, I mean, yeah, you have to have something correct going on here. Sometimes you can play yourself into a bit of a corner if you worry about how it feels,
Right.
or you know how it looks.
Yeah.
Sometimes just a general musical idea. If you take a Joe Alessi recording of just about anything, and you cut out one bar, like if you extract that from the recording, he's probably saying something in that bar, or the notes are going somewhere. And if you find a great string player, I mean, it's even more easy to grasp. I mean, because the colors you can produce on like a cello or violin, articulations. So the hardest part about playing a melody is to make every note valuable, and every note has to go somewhere. I mean, there are no throwaways,
Right.
and even in bad music, because a great artist will do something exciting on every note. So I think, you know, okay, this is pretty easy. You've got it down. You could take some risks with this. So let's try the first 8 bars, and we're going to say that those 8 bars are the entire piece of music. So your goal, I'd like to see if you can give me a really wide range of expression and say all that you've got to say in those 8 bars. Okay? Well, that was way. So if that was the whole piece, 8 bars, where would the peak be?
Well, now that you're making me think about it, when I played it, it was there, I think. And then right here I put a lot of emphasis
Going towards-
for the very final part.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's where it is though.
I mean, it
Yeah,
could
I
be
think
wherever you say.
yeah.
And one, I don't know which teacher it was, but he picks target notes, and they can be kind of random. And I've done this with
Yeah.
a student. We'll say, okay, let's try it this way. We're going to try this. Okay, this G is going to be the target.
Okay.
So target note right there, and I'll
Okay.
have you start there. Okay, try this time, grow to the target note. So the note right before the F is going to crescendo more.
And maybe
It's
not
hard
take
at
a-
altitude.
Yeah, and maybe not take a breath there. That would-
Okay, let's try something else. This D is going to be the target note.
Okay. Same place?
Yeah. Okay, and then one other way, let's make the F the target note. Make it super obvious. Yeah, so all three of those could work, and it just depends how much you want to do it.
Right.
Generally, we don't do enough, and that's true with bands. You know, every group that I've conducted, it's hard to get people to come close to the line of good taste. I think first you got to cross the line of
Yeah,
good
and then
taste,
back off.
and then just have your toes like right over the edge of that line. Sometimes I'll draw a line on the carpet, and I'll have my students play something. I say, okay, I want you to play just crazy, you know, super expressive, way over the line of good taste. And then we'll measure. I'll say, how close did you get? And then they'll usually say, well, I almost got to the line. I'm like, no, you're back here.